Bienvenidos to the 50-50, a Spanglish podcast. This is your host, Jessica.
And Jesse.
What are we going to talk about?
Estamos hablando de las mujeres. I am ready. I am like so pumped up to talk about this.
I can see that.
Yeah.
In this episode, we're going to talk about what it's like to be Mexican-American women.
Where my ladies at, y'all?
All this and more.
Coming up. And we are back. Bienvenidos again, todos. Hello. Hi, babe.
Hi.
It's been 2 weeks since our last episode aired, and let me tell you que usualmente it takes us around like the 30 days to get roughly around 300 downloads. It's gone up. It went like from first episode being 250 downloads like right off the bat because all our friends in our family checked this out. Mm-hmm. And then most of our friends in our family said this is stupid and they stopped listening. And we got like 80 downloads in 30 days and then like 100 downloads in 30 days.
Yeah.
And now we were averaging like around 300 downloads every 30 days. And it's been 2 weeks since this last one. It's already at 337.
Wow.
So that is pretty cool.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to all our new listeners that came in and gave us a shot. Muchas gracias for tuning in. One more time, shout out to El Gringo Ford Quarterman for that shout out. Really gave us quite a boost.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It was really cool, actually.
Pero
Very
no venimos a hablar aquí de los gringos.
No.
What are we talking about, babe? Dinos otra vez.
Well, we always have these conversations where it's kind of like, I know that we know that we are equal
Sí,
when it comes to household chores and things like that.
Right. Like we have a pretty good split on cómo hacemos las cosas en cuanto al hogar. Yeah?
Yes.
That's true.
And you take the initiative on things. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like an unspoken rule in our home where it's just kind of like there's no gender roles.
Right. I would agree with that.
As to what you have to do and what I have to do.
Sí.
And I think when we first got married, I had like that really engraved in me because I saw it from my parents where like my mom stayed at home. Entonces, cuando mi papá llegaba a la casa, I mean, the man would take off his boots, I remember. But it wasn't like a machista thing. It was just fun for us to like do that for my dad. Right. And he no nos gritaba, no nos decía like, hagan esto, you know. Llegaba y le quitábamos las botas. And I thought it was the funnest thing, the most fun thing. Is funnest the word?
I guess.
The most fun because he had those botas que you would interlace. Oh my God, I'm having all these memories now. Uh-huh. I'm not going to cry. But it's because it's my daddy. They were interlaced into like the little like metal things.
Sí. I hate those boots.
It was like a corset before your foot.
Yeah.
So it was like, who can finish faster kind of thing. Bring me your Brit. Anyways, so se las quitábamos, not all the time, but we would. And then mi mamá le servía su comida, right? Sí. No. But no era como... I would see it in my house. Like my mom was just grateful and thankful that she was at home with us and he would go out and work.
O sea, there was like this very well communicated split into tus parents, you know, básicamente.
Yo así lo miraba.
Yeah, like I'm doing this half, you're doing this half, and together we're bringing it together.
Yeah.
This way, ¿verdad?
Okay. Y es que mi mamá like fue criada en una manera de que ella le servía a todos, you know, like she raised her younger siblings and I think she was just used to that también.
Sí, because she was like always in charge basically, even with her own sisters and brothers.
She's the middle child, so it's like tenía chiquitos y tenía older, and the older ones trabajaban y cuando llegaban pues a comer, you know, les servía. Sí. Y los chiquitos pues de la escuela and things like that. So, cuando se casó, I think that was just very in her de ser servicial. Y mi hermana, una de mis hermanas is very much like that. Donde es muy servicial. Y tú sabes, like, whenever she's around, te sirve, nos sirve a todos. She likes to take care of us.
Yeah, Brit. Yeah, she's very nice when it comes to that.
Sí. Entonces, I feel como que yo crecí en una casa donde yo miraba eso, pero a la misma vez mi mamá cortaba el zacate.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay. Your mom took care of the home.
Sí, cortaba el zacate. Obviamente mi papá echaba mecánica, pero mi papá los fines de semana cocinaba.
Okay.
Y mi mamá no hacía nada on the weekend.
So in your household, there was like, there was a respect. Nunca fue una forma de respeto así desrespetuosa de que like, vieja, hacíale esto y yo lo quiero la comida a esta hora. No. There was a respect, but at the same time, there were very traditional roles of what gets done around the house, right?
Yeah.
So eso es lo que mirabas tú.
Sí.
Right.
So, cuando yo me casé, and then I married you. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all guys, I married you.
Wow, you make it sound like you're so happy about that, first of all.
Let me explain.
Okay, go for it. So I can't wait.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you were raised with a very different male role in your house because tu papá lava, cocina, lava los trastes, mapea, barre, folds, puts away, and works.
Yeah.
Y tú creciste en una casa donde both of your parents trabajaban.
Sí.
So they had to be a team. You know, your mom was telling us que tu papá salía del trabajo, entraba ella, and they would just like bounce you back and forth. You know, it wasn't like your dad was no, you're not going to work because you have to stay home and take care of this kid. I'm not going to change his diapers. I'm not going to do this. Like your dad did that for you and for your mom.
Right.
And he was saying how he would get teased.
He would get teased. Mi papá le hacían mucha carrera de eso porque básicamente el hecho de que él en México, cuando vivíamos en México, no viví mucho en México, but when I was little, a baby, right? When I was a little kid, my dad, como trabajaba de noche, ¿verdad? A veces se quedaba, o había veces que he would just simply be at home while my mom worked, because my mom has been working, since I can remember.
Sí.
Y cuando lo miraban la gente en el pueblo, ¿verdad? Especially the guys, cuidándome, the comments would come de que, and from his own family, that's the crazy part. De que,
Pues
like,
claro, siempre es la familia. casi siempre.
Ya no me imaginaba verte así, like, ya, qué bonito, con sarcasmo, como que, like, taking away his man card because he's taking care.
Because he changed a diaper.
Yeah, because he's taking care of a baby when that's a woman's work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, yo siempre sentí como que ya nuestros padres como que estaban quebrando esas tradiciones or, this super engraved de que el varón se sienta y le sirven. Llega y he's like just being attended to. Catered to, thank you. Y la mujer is like, no trabaja, se queda en la casa, raises the kids, lava, plancha, cocina, all those things.
Okay. So,
educa.
Yeah. So where are you trying to go with all this, babe? Because here's the thing. When you and I got married,
yes,
like, I was expecting, de que tú ibas a trabajar, ¿verdad? Mainly because está caro este mundo.
Yes.
Right? Los días de que una persona la haga with just one income, those are very far and few in between.
Yes, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And they judge it because it's like...
Yeah, eso voy. Like, there's definitely some people that still do it, and there's definitely some people that like to cater to their partners and they feel like for them, that's the way. Norm,
yeah.
Right? But you and I did not have this agreement coming into it.
I don't even think we talked about it. Like I went to college, you went to college, like I have a career, and you have a career. Like,
yeah, we got certified in something technical, something quick, and we're like off we went.
Yeah, and like I wanted to do that. That's something I'm still very passionate about, and I still do it on the side. And now my daytime job, it's like I'm super passionate about my daytime job, and even though I didn't go to school for it, I've learned along the way, and I don't see myself. I mean, yes, there's moments where I'm home and I'm like, oh, this is nice, pero it's not for me.
Sí, y la razón que, like, what I'm trying to get to this is, we know this, but there's something that you're bringing it up, particularly today, because there's something that's triggering you behind all of this philosophy and this mentality.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Because you and I know this, babe. You and I know que somos capaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like myself, I'm autosuficiente to a degree, right? I won't die if I don't have you around.
No.
Like, you know.
I definitely would not die.
You will thrive if you don't have me around, you know? So you and I know this. We know the dynamic que tenemos en la casa, but there is something kind of picking at you right now and bugging you.
No, it's not bugging me, Jesse.
Well,
I told you I didn't want to come off like that.
Okay, not bugging you then it's algo que you want to clarify then or want to elaborate.
Sí.
By all means, please do.
If I'm ever in public with Jesse, with older Mexican ladies,
Las doñitas.
and there's food, ¿quieren que te sirve?
This is what it's all about right now. This is the driving force of this conversation, ahorita.
It's like this snowballed all these other comments that I thought like, wow, these are all these things that I've heard and that they would be really cool to talk about on this podcast. But it all started with sírvele al Jesse.
And this is something que ha pasado con los años.
Oh,
like,
sí.
All these little comments have like basically added up to this day, you know?
Sí. And just, you know, and I have a lot actually now that I'm thinking about it. But that's what, it doesn't bug me.
Okay.
I just love it. Love it. I absolutely love it. Cuando tú te levantas y tú te sirves.
Well, because like, again, like that's
I
normal.
love it. I love it not because no te quiera servir. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind sirviéndote.
Sí.
I just don't like it when people push it on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand que para muchas mujeres y para muchas familias y muchos matrimonios.
En esta cultura.
In this
demographic, in this specific area where Mexico is so close to us.
Sí, es como like, you know, being respectful, being kind. You know, some women I know probably feel like it's a way that they show cariño.
Sí.
I understand that, but that's not our relationship. And I want it to be understood and not judged.
Okay, so this is what we are saying, okay? In a nutshell, let's re-emphasize all this. Tú y yo, we're best friends, first of all.
Yeah.
We help each other out.
Same.
Since we both work, you know, we don't have real hardcore set traditions of who does what in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God knows, if anybody's going to paint their bathroom, you're better at it than I am. You know what I mean?
Yes, I am.
We've talked about this in the past episodes.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to like being handy, you have more of a knack for it than I do.
Yes.
You know? But when it comes to other things like looking at the budget, when it comes to like, you know, long-term plans, y eso, like, you know, or what direction we're going to go regarding towards, you know, potentially living somewhere.
Or
those
cars.
Or car purchases. Like those, o sea, there's been things that you rely on me on, and there's been things that I rely on you on.
Mm-hmm.
Y nos ayudamos y nos damos la mano uno al otro, ¿verdad?
Sí.
However, what happens, and even in the smallest details, right? Even in the smallest things, for ejemplo, como cuando comemos, right? Which what this is all about. When we eat in our home, you know, either I make the food, but most of the time you make the food because you work less than I do.
Yes.
Y cuando nos estamos sirviendo, yo te sirvo a ti, tú me sirves a mí, and it's just, ni la pensamos.
No.
It's not even a, you know, o quién me lava los platos. You know, either you do it or I do it. And it's not there's no schedule. There's no he said, she said.
It just has to get done, and one of us is going to get it done.
And what's so weird about all of this is that you and I know this, and it seems que we have to almost explain ourselves cuando estamos con otra gente mexicana.
Yes.
And at that point, the question becomes, should we explain to them that we don't have that type of relationship, or should you just give in to the cultural norm of the que sírvele a tu marido?
Yes, it's kind of like
That's what it boils down to.
It's kind of like our buenos dias conversation.
Sí, exacto.
Dang, throwback.
Yo, episode 1, what? Which is almost at 600 downloads, by the way.
Wow. I don't look at the numbers.
I do.
It's kind of like the buenos dias where I read the room.
Sí.
I know wherein I want to put, you know, but darn, I don't know how to explain this.
I will. Let me explain this for you.
No. Don't put words in my mouth.
Let me mansplain this to you. All right? Tú como la mujer, you just sit back and let the man take care of that. No. All right, go. Take it away. A ver.
Depending on my mood, I think. If I'm on a feisty mood.
Hi, babe. Well, that's like anything with your life, like depending on your mood. Depending on your mood, we podcast or not. I bet. Let's go.
If I'm like in a super traditionally Mexican family and I know that they are.
Yeah.
I don't serve you.
Te ponen los pelos, dude.
Sí.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like.
A statement.
And I feel like I'm like the techno guy. Coming to a caveman saying, there's another way, like I'm not going to be rude, pero, and then sometimes like, a veces I like cuando me preguntan, ¿le vas a servir al Jesse o él se sirve?
Sí.
Because
sí.
I think people are getting it now.
Sí.
But then there's other ladies who are like giving me the plato and they're like, mija,
toma.
Jesse first, sírvele al Jesse.
Dude, let me just say que like it's true, and it's crazy how all of this, like, in a very dumb way, pressure, right? Because there's no other word I can explain. This pressure falls,
I'm peer pressured.
It falls on you.
It falls on the woman.
Yo así como que like chilling. Yo like one way or the other, yo voy a comer. Sí. You know what I mean? Like, but like at the same time, like, what should I do? Should I go up to la doñita and be like, mire, señora, usted no entiende nuestra cultura y nuestra dinámica que tenemos como una pareja, así que por favor, like, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, pues
I let you handle it.
Yes.
How do you usually handle
I have different things. Como te dije, like, a veces le digo a la persona, el Jesse se sirve. A veces you come in and you see me in that predicament and you're just kind of like, I can do it myself. Tú te levantas y tú agarras el plato y dices, yo me voy a servir.
And sometimes to like not explain de que es que así somos la Jessica y yo.
Or a little joke.
Nosotros no somos machistas. I put in my little joke. I take you out of your little dilemma. Le digo, no, señora, es que mire, si la Jessica me sirve, no me va a dar lo que yo quiero y la cantidad de comida que yo quiero.
Me va a dar pura ensalada, es lo que dices.
Es que la Jessica está flaca and you're fat. And I'm like, sí. Sí, precisamente, yes. Señora. So, like, I'd rather...
That is our what is it called?
Like our workaround?
Yeah.
I would rather take that blow to my ego, having
a
55-year-old lady diciendo, ay, gordo, no sirves para nada, por razón te sirves tú. I would rather take that than have to explain que mi esposa no es mi sirvienta.
Thank you, babe.
However,
I love you.
It's not that I'm saying que las esposas que hacen eso son sirvientas because you just explained the dynamic de tu madre.
Sí.
Sí.
No son.
Mm-mm. We have seen that though. Like, yeah, and you're right. Like in my household, my parents both work and they just kind of help each other out. So that was just the norm to me.
Sí.
But I've definitely gone to other friends' houses, like, where, the mom se encarga de todo. Even to this day, there's people that I know que like, that's not a far out idea that get like, well, yeah, las señoras are supposed to servirles a sus maridos. Mm-hmm. Like Mexico is, again, 10 minutes away from us. And there's families that are our age y todavía se espera eso.
Sí.
We're not shaming them.
No.
It's just that's not how we play ball here.
That's because we're half and half. Like,
again, it's our culture. Yeah. Estamos partidos por la mitad. Aquí en los Estados Unidos, like, because la gente trabaja, we kind of grew up with helping each other out that way.
Sí. And I think it's, for us, it works. I think it's nice. And I'll never forget el día que vino one of our friends, older man, and you were cooking breakfast.
Right, that's right.
Y yo estaba afuera cambiando el foco. And
sí, cierto, ya me acordé.
He just kind of walks up porque nos iba a entregar algo. Yo estaba afuera and he drove up y se bajó. And then he kind of did a double take and he looked inside the house. He looked at me, he looked at you, he looked at me. And then he's like, ay, aquí como que se volteó, dijo. And I was like, I took it as an educational moment. I was like,
let me sit you down and educate yourself.
I was like, aquí lo que se tenga que hacer, se tiene que hacer y el que lo haga, lo haga. It doesn't matter. Like, so what if I'm changing a light bulb and you're cooking?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Why do we have to defend that?
Yeah.
Why do we have to defend that?
I don't know.
No, I'm literally asking you guys, why do we have to defend
Comment
that?
down below.
¿Por qué nuestra cultura tenemos que defender eso?
Mm-hmm.
Like, de que, hey, así no va,
Pues con nosotros. Si yo voy a la casa de él y su esposa está cocinando y él está afuera haciendo lo que tenga que hacer, it's fine.
But we wouldn't say that though.
No, we wouldn't.
Like, if we saw, some guy cooking and some, and his wife or his partner, like, fixing something in the house, like handyman style,
Sí.
I wouldn't be like, ha ha, you guys are switched. You know, like I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. It's just weird. Pero sí, I mean, it's just, that's how I feel. And that's how I think que las generaciones, you know, coming up, new couples, like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. And I don't want to, y yo sé que a veces like judging eyes, you know, a veces a mí me juzgan. Yo sé que dicen, maybe they don't think I'm
Y cuando
like
dices
a good
juzgan,
wife.
you're still talking about las doñitas, ¿verdad?
Pues sí.
You're still talking
La
about
mayoría.
las doñitas. Okay. Te juzgan. You think so.
Sí. But then I get the ones who are like, ay, qué suave que el Jesse se sirve, el Jesse cocina, qué bendición. You know, like they're happy for me.
Okay, I'll be honest,
and
babe.
and it's like you're like collecting panties all of a sudden because.
But, okay, I'll be honest though. That bar bothers me. It bothers me que the bar for a good husband is de que lave los platos. Like,
Pues sí, but that
it makes me feel like unnecessary praise. Like, ni al caso, doña. Like, you're impressed porque tengo la escoba ahorita. Like, you know.
Sí, amor, pero es que hay hombres que no lo hacen.
I see, babe, but like, for all they know, I could be like, you know, doing fraud on my taxes. Pero, you know, no. Pero barro, so I'm okay. I'm a good guy. You know what I mean?
IRS. We are honest people.
We are honest people. Please do not audit us.
Pero, o sea, les sorprende. Sí. A veces dices tú, ay, pobrecita, pues les sorprende. Pero that just goes to show that that's just the men that they have at home, maybe, or that they've seen. Y you know, cuando mi papá cocina, like, my dad makes the most delicious food. I've said this before. And, like, yo me acuerdo cuando íbamos camping, mi mamá no hacía nada. La ayudaba. O sea, si mi papá iba a hacer carne asada, mi mamá y yo hacíamos el guacamole.
But usually your dad took care of
But my dad took care because he loves to. You know, we went camping with other friends and we were dating. Y estábamos haciendo, okay,
yes, that camping trip. Let's talk about it.
All these things are happening, man.
Yes, let's hold on,
we were
preface. Take it slow. So we were dating.
Yes.
We got invited to a camping trip.
Yes, Jesse.
With a whole bunch of people, ¿verdad?
Let's just say that we never went camping with them again.
Why not?
In my perspective,
See?
I didn't like that I was being bullied. I was being teased because we were really young.
We went full 1700s.
Okay, eso de que, ay, anda de novios y ni te sabes lavar la cola. That kind of attitude.
Okay.
No me lo dijeron a mi cara.
Sí.
Pero estábamos haciendo desayuno típica, todas las mujeres.
Yes.
En línea.
Yes.
Unas picando papas, otras haciendo el chorizo.
In this camping trip, yes.
In this camping trip. Y yo estaba calentando las tortillas.
Sí.
A fuego abierto.
The open flame, got
Okay.
it. Yes.
I had my braids on.
Espérate. Pero los hombres, ¿qué estaban haciendo?
Nada.
Nope. I was playing baseball.
You were playing baseball.
Yeah.
Some were just sitting, chit-chatting. And you know what? Like, yo no pensé nada.
You'll see. I was like, okay, we went full back in time with this one.
Y
cool.
esa vez no estaban mis papás. Fuimos con una pareja casada.
Sí.
They were like our chaperones or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So, yo no dije nada, pero cuando nosotros vamos camping, mi papá y mi mamá hacen las cosas juntas. Like,
yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Your dad doesn't just chill while your mom goes away and makes food. Right. Okay.
No.
As it was happening in this camping trip.
Entonces yo estaba volteando las tortillas and this man, who shall not be mentioned, was teasing me about that I should learn how to flip. How did it go?
He was shaming you in a sense.
And he was like, oh, sí sabes calentar tortillas, voltearlas así, you know? Ay, tienes que aprender para cuando te cases.
Sí.
You know?
He's making fun of you.
He was making fun of me and he was like surprised that I knew how.
Sí.
And I'm like,
so mocking you, putting you down, all of this.
Sí, and I was like, this is not rocket science, sir.
Yeah.
You know?
Sí.
And then I remember like wanting to grab a spatula porque no me quería quemar los dedos, but then I was like, no, I can't, because then I'm really gonna get it.
Dude, qué crazy, ¿no? Que los mexicanos se hagan judge uno al otro by your inability to not put your fingers on the flame or the hot surface, el comal, para voltear la tortilla. If you use a spatula, primeramente te quitan tu Mexican card.
Sí.
Which to a degree, you know.
Yo sí lo hago de vez en cuando, a mí no me importa. Pero en ese, I was like, what, 18?
Mm-hmm.
Y yo así como que like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to suck it up, you know? Because he was already like looking at me.
You
and
chose pain,
teasing me.
babe, just to not be teased by this dude.
Yeah. Pero anywho, so he said that.
By the way, you didn't tell me at the time, because if you would have told me at the time, I would have been like, excuse me, guy. You know what I mean?
No, you wouldn't have.
Dude, so you know how pissed off did we leave off from that camping trip?
It was fine. We just didn't do it again.
Come on. You're downplaying it. I hated it. I'll just say it. No me gustó. I'm never going with them ever again.
I think para ti fue más como que like, it's not fair que las mujeres estaban cocinando toda la mañana.
Sí.
Comimos. Uh-huh. Okay, so cocinábamos, bueno, más bien ellas. Yo nomás les ayudaba here and there, pero todas las mujeres cocinaban, servían, comían, obviamente, sí. Recogían, limpiaban, lavaban y empezaban otra vez para el lonche. Otra vez a cocinar el lonche, a servir el lonche.
That's not right.
And it's like they didn't go hiking, they didn't get to play anything. They were literally stuck feeding all of this campsite.
Yeah.
And the guys just cut the wood.
I'll see. I kind of sucked at that one. Me pusieron a hacer voltear tortillas mejor because apparently I wasn't cutting the wood right. Pero mira, a eso vamos entonces, de que like it's kind of annoying de que nos tenemos que defender en cuanto a who does what.
Uh-huh.
Those kind of comments are really annoying también.
Yes.
So in fact, let's do something right now. Mira, let's record a bit desde ahorita of like saying, mire señora, la relación que mi esposa y yo tenemos es la siguiente. That way we can just tell them to go to this episode and we'll play just this part right here.
Minute 7.
Yeah, this is right now minute 26 and 15 seconds.
Oh, wow.
All right. And be like, play from this part to this part. Perfect. That way we don't never have to explain ourselves ever again, babe.
But it's fine.
It's genius. ¿No crees?
Oh, what else?
Not worth it?
No. They could hear the whole thing.
They should.
They could hear the whole thing. No, pero and then I come to like the whole thing like a ti te decían, ay, andas noviando con Jessica. Or we were gonna get engaged. And they were like, ¿y sabe cocinar?
Sí, okay. So, y se me hace tan extraño, ¿verdad? Because primeramente, it's not enough de que ya tengan sus comentarios que nos hagan en cuanto, ay, tú haces esto o no le sirves al Yesi o el Yesi limpia y tú no haces esto. Pero encima de eso, when it's so weird that our culture, you know, or especially in this demographic donde estamos viviendo nosotros, like, tengan estas ideas or these fantasies de que si no sabes hacer esto básico, then your marriage is going to fail. It's nonsense. It's so crazy.
Or it's not even worth getting into.
It's so crazy. Like, por ejemplo, eso de que, like, oh, ¿sabes cocinar? Like, porque si no, ¿cómo le vas a proveer al Yesi? Bro, I don't know how to cook. Like, you know, like, I didn't know how to cook when we got married, you know?
Can I say a funny little story?
What? Go for it.
I think que teníamos como 1 o 2 días de casados y tú quisiste hacer un pancake y casi quemas la casa. Y sí, en ese momento dije yo, ¿cómo no sabes hacer un pancake? So I was like, yo, I can make a pancake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't know why all these people were tripping, questioning me. They should have been questioning you.
Well, it's because el hombre no cocina. You know, like, pero like, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know how to cook everything that was in the menu de la gastronomía mexicana. Pero ¿sabes qué? Like, I know how to order mean pizza, you know? I know how to use DoorDash, you know? Which, by the way, I wish DoorDash was sponsoring this episode right now because I've been using DoorDash like crazy lately.
Well, that's because of work.
Yeah, it's so convenient.
But I feed you, okay? Don't make people think that I don't feed you.
Obviously, babe, no lo más es eso. We feed each other.
Sí, pues.
You know?
You DoorDash for me.
I DoorDash for you, baby.
That's real love, babe. That's real love,
Chamaca, cuando quieres burritos, yo te los traigo, mija.
Oh, God.
You know? ¿Quieres uno?
I told you I don't like it when you come mija.
Mija,
no.
vieja.
No, it's not.
Pero you know what I mean? Like, o sea, like, se me hace tan ridículo. So dumb que, like, people think you don't know how to do this basic task, then you are not ready to get married. How about the more, like, deep-rooted stuff? Like, for example, how's your communication with your partner?
Same.
How is it when it comes to relationship building? How do you guys work on that? Same. Have you guys talked about what your goals are and where you guys see yourselves in life? Are you on the same page when it comes to that?
Yeah.
Like, for example, have you had the conversation about kids? Is this going to be an obstacle down the road? You know, as obviously we got married at a young age, like, how do we grow together? You know, how do we like, you know, keep this relationship cultivated and keep it growing? So that way we don't look 10 years from now and look at each other and be like, oh, we're not the same. And then the relationship fizzles. Like, this is what matters. You know, how do we keep our spirituality on the same page? That way we're both pulling equal weight when it comes to that. And when I need to like, you know, comfort and solace, I find it on you, and vice versa. You know, you find comfort and a rock and somewhere to lean on when you need it on me.
Yeah.
Eso es lo que importa. Ah, no, pero la raza viene y dice, ay, ni te sabes lavar la cola y ya te quieres casar. And first of all, I don't know what it is about ese dicho. I have this huge conspiracy theory que creo que todas las madres, when they come like at the age of like 3 years of being into a mom, they get summoned by this club or this cult that brings you into this monthly meeting where they get together and they talk about these dichos because they all have that dicho. Every single mother I've ever talked to, every single mother my students have ever met or have had, not met, right? Because ya la han tenido, dicen lo mismo. All moms say, ni te sabes lavar la cola y ya quieres hacer esto. Se me hace tan ridículo que like, what does wiping my butt have to do with a successful marriage? I've been married for 7 years y he manchado 17,000 calzones and like, we're good. You know what I mean? Like,
we're not good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Es nomás para como decir, it's a way. Es que los mexicanos somos como bruscos para hablar. We invented bullying.
We did, man. Neta que sí.
Pero para nosotros es carrilla, you know?
It's because we
todo en buen plan.
We got conquered by the Spaniards. We never been up since. And we've just been making fun of each other ever since. You know what I mean? Like,
we're so damaged. We just try to laugh through the pain.
We do, man. We're so broken que like, mira este mexicano trying to do something. La vas a fracasar, bro. ¿Pa qué? Chale. You know what I mean? Like,
pero sí, eso de cocinadas, ¿no? O sea, para mí era como que, pues el Jesse tampoco sabe, o lo que sabemos es muy poco, pero...
That I didn't matter though. You did.
Pero I was like, people, existe el YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Google, there's the Food Network, like... And cuando nos casamos, I felt like... Especialmente tu mamá me ayudó mucho, you know? And your sister did too, where it was like, I would call her mostly porque no le quería hablar a mi mamá porque mi mamá me iba a decir, no, pues te quisiste casar, you know? And then your mom, I didn't want her to know because I didn't want her to think like, oh, how's she treating my son? You know, like, oh, she doesn't know how to make salsa. Like, pobrecito el Jesse, because that's how your mom is, you know, like, pobrecitos todos.
Pero a eso vamos.
But then I would call your sister and be like, Pechos, like, I remember I called Sergio one time and said, I didn't know how to make coffee.
Okay.
In the coffee pot.
Pero, babe, okay, Pichu's learned how to cook.
On her own.
Because she has a bunch of kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't go out all the time.
Pero
they would be bankrupt.
Por eso digo, o sea, like, no debería de ser como algo tan, like, enorme de que no sepas cocinar todo o que yo no sepa cocinar un menudo o un pozole. You know, like, no. Unos tamales. No sé hacer eso. ¿Por qué? Porque, primeramente, nutrition-wise, we shouldn't be eating those things every day. Okay, people?
No empieces. That's a whole other
Están altos en grasa, por eso muchos mexicanos tienen diabetes, alta presión. I went there.
Which reminds me to listen to Altos Triglicéridos on the 50-50. Great episode.
And I'm happy of what you and I have created because when we moved into your mom's, it was hard to get used to like her cooking
versus our cooking.
And then that's when I realized like, oh, that's so cool. Like you and I have our thing.
We do.
De que sabemos qué nos gusta, sabemos qué queremos cocinar. And your mom was like, ¿qué? ¿El Jesse come nopales? Nunca comió nopales aquí en esta casa y ahora come nopales. And I'm like, yeah, like he likes nopales. I feed him nopales all the time.
Ya con el nopal ahora sí que like, pues sí, mamá, pues fíjate que pues que...
and you know, and so we created that thing ourselves.
Yeah.
De que yo cocino lo que a nosotros nos gusta, and you guys know I like salads, okay? Y es así, like aprendimos juntos y aprendimos con el tiempo de qué nos gustaba, qué no nos gustaba, qué nos sale bien, qué no nos sale bien. I make a mean fish taco, guys, okay? And that's fine. I make good ceviche. Like I have my qualities, okay?
Tus frijoles son super bomb.
My frijoles de la olla are so good.
Yeah.
Like I only like mine and my mom's, to be honest. So
and there's some traditional things that we do have, but ejemplo, like like nobody tells me que yo tengo que hacer la carne asada, but I enjoy grilling la carne asada.
Yeah.
I enjoy like making fire and feeling like a caveman and throwing a dead animal on there while I socialize to a cold beer. That is a good time to me.
Sí.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know? So, pero like, se me hace curioso que these types of comments que vean dirigidos a ti como la mujer, they're kind of crazy because no son los únicos, ¿verdad? Like they base a marriage or hacen comentarios de nuestro matrimonio o de nuestra vida en general. They're mostly directed towards you. I don't have this pressure. Like a mí nadie me está preguntando como que like, ¿y lavas los platos y así? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just very progressive people that understand the dynamics and the complexities of a relationship that we have to pull equal weight. Pero por lo general, la raza no viene y me pregunta como que like, y haces las cuentas y así. Like nobody asks me that. Pero they ask you. Como por ejemplo,
sí.
How many people would judge you? You wouldn't even want to bring it up. The fact that you haven't changed your last name yet.
Well, I have changed my last name.
¿Cuánto tiempo duró?
Okay, sí. So, yo de soltera soy López. Arriba los López.
¡Chao!
Que somos un montón.
Hey.
So, it wasn't even to make a point out of it. Yo nomás no me cambié el apellido
First
right
it was 'cause of the
away.
passport, right?
Quería que se me venciera el pasaporte.
Sí.
Yo decía como que, oh my gosh, ya que se me vence el pasaporte lo voy a hacer. Y pasaron los años, pasaron 5 años y yo todavía con mi apellido López.
Sí.
And you liked to bring it up more than I did. Yo me lo quedaba muy calladita because para muchos mexicanos y mexicanas,
It's taboo, man.
you take your husband's last name. En Mexico is like, you know, Jessica López de Juárez.
That's
Okay?
right.
That is the
Juárez.
thing. And here it's not so much, pero aquí te cambias el apellido al apellido de tu esposo. So, cuando yo tenía que como aclarar cosas, era como que it had to have been brought up by somebody else. Yo nunca decía que yo no era Juárez. Pero el Jesse, para hacer la gente uncomfortable
Oh, man,
y ver las reacciones
I love it, man. Me
de
encantaba
mayoritariamente los hombres,
Yep.
Jesse les decía que yo no tenía su apellido. And it was hilarious.
It was so much fun. You know, and here's the thing about it. Like, you know, siempre cuando hablaba, and it's mostly, I agree, it's a generational thing. Because every time we're at a get together, y estoy hablando con los hombres así como que like.
Oh, y los hombres allá y las mujeres acá. Separados.
Drives me nuts.
What?
Like,
What time do we live in?
I want to spend time with you. You
Yeah.
know? Pero like when we go, por ejemplo, si es en México y es un get together, los hombres are all congregating around the grill.
Mm-hmm.
And las mujeres are inside the house.
En la cocina.
En la cocina. You know? And it's like, siempre se me hace bien awkward when it's someone that I don't really talk to. Y vienen como que like, y mijo, pues ¿cuántos venados has matado, mijo? Y yo así como que like, the freak, man. Like, I don't know. Like I saw Bambi. Does that count? His mom died. So, one, I guess. You know, like no tengo nada like en común con ellos. Because first of all, like
You're a millennial man.
I sueno bien sangrón, you know, no, and I want to relate to them, pero there's hardly anything that I can think of que clicks on it. Like, por ejemplo, así como que like, pues a mí me gusta el anime. ¿Algunos de ustedes les gusta el anime?
Loser.
¿El qué?
Loser.
Eso no es para hombres, mijo. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel que me van a decir eso. Like,
Yeah.
oye, ¿y qué año es tu carro? ¿Cuántas millas tiene y cuándo le cambiaste tú el aceite? Pues lo llevé al taller y... ¿Lo llevas al taller tú? You don't change your own oil?
No, we take it to the dealership.
Why?
Like civil people.
Why are you like, you know, spending money on that? I'm like, look, man, I don't really feel like I have to justify myself to you right now. Like, you know, like, I don't know why you're going to judge me off on that fact.
Okay, but this is not about you. This podcast is not about you.
I eso voy, but like, okay, like that's my one thing, ¿verdad? Pero it's true. It's not about me. All these comments que haces la gente, si o no te quedas tú como que like, es como si, okay, let me rephrase this. Hold on. It's almost like if before we got married, during our relationship, and during the marriage itself, it's almost like all these doñas came up to you and they gave you these rules of being a Mexican married woman, ¿sí o no?
Yes.
Y tú te quedas como que like, pero like, why? You know, like, why are these rules a thing? Talk a little bit about that. ¿Sí o no? Like, ¿sí o no? Like, por ejemplo, like, dijeron como que like, mija, this is how you have to do it.
Creo que en general, cuando alguien se va a casar, todas te quieren decir todos los tips, todo lo que ellas han hecho, no han hecho to have success in their marriage.
Which is nice.
Right. Pero son cosas muy tradicionales, como que, ten hijos antes de los 25. Porque no quieres hacer una mamá / abuelita.
Well, you're 27 now, dude. So, yeah, you're done with that.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean I'm done with that?
O sea, you already passed their limit in their eyes.
Sí, pues la expectativa es otras cosas.
Yeah.
And it's like, pues esa es tu vida, no la mía, and we're going to figure it out what works for us. Y lo que son como opiniones. They're personal opinions, they mean well. Yo sé, yo las aprecio mucho. Oh my gosh, when I started birth control, it was like a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Vas a engordar, te va a salir paño. No, la inyección, no esto, no aquello, la pastilla, like all these things, right? And then it was kind of like, I figured it out on my own. I talked to my doctor and we figured it out. Like, I didn't have to listen to all these ladies.
But no más eso, like, there was a lot of times that you were asking me questions about that. Like, hey, what happens if I miss one day? What happens if I miss 2 days? Like, which goes to the point that you and I are able to have these conversations.
Yeah, like, when I'm on my period.
Which is like another thing que las, ladies would be like, es como que like, ellas sentían que esta conversación, tu esposo is going to know nothing about.
Oh, yeah.
So we're telling you because he's going to be useless in this area, which is kind of nuts. I take offense to that.
Well, yeah, but, you are you. You are not the norm. You're the exception.
No, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of more guys that are involved, and...
Oh, no, pues sí, pero en nuestro círculo de amistades mayores, it's not common. So...
I guess that, like,
tú sobresales, I feel.
I know, like, I'm comfortable talking about this primeramente because, like, my mom has always been super open about talking about the most uncomfortable things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, mi mom is like, mijo, cuando tengas relaciones sexuales, tengo 5. Like,
ay, no es cierto, Jessie. Julie, no es cierto.
Y mi papá así como que, like, mijo, algún día, cuando te vayas a casar, me voy a casar en 2 semanas. Así como que, like, you know what I mean? Like,
too late.
Yeah, like, cada mi papá, like, like, they're very different. But my mom has always been very open with us regarding towards, like, mira, mijo, this is what happens, or like,
this is what the woman goes through.
Yes,
That's nice.
Y luego encima de eso, like, the nature of my job in the medical field, like, I've been kind of, like, knowledge, and when I was working in family planning clinics, like, I know about this, so I've never been uncomfortable talking about this. So se me hace bien extraño que alguien venga bien hush-hush con eso.
Why do I have to hide it? Like, yo sé que cuando estábamos en la escuela, sí, a veces había morras que se pasaban, like, describing things and yelling it out to everyone and anyone, men included.
Pues ya que se vulgares, that's a different intent.
Sí. Y mi mamá no era así como 100% like, ay, no digas nada, Pero sí como que, like, no les andes diciendo que you're on your period, and right. I'm just kind of like, well, then we're labeled moody, grumpy,
which is a tired joke, right? It's such a tired joke.
And it's just like, are you bleeding out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you try
no,
bleeding
thanks.
out,
I would absolutely hate that. You imagine if I'm bleeding out from anywhere that I'm not supposed to be bleeding out just because así no me pasa una vez al mes, I would be flipping out.
You would be home.
I would call sick. I'd be like, sir, blood is coming out of me. And they're like, from where? Y les digo, and they'll be like, you know what? Yeah. No, take your time. And I'm like, that's right. This is not normal, right? And they're like, no, it's not normal.
I mean, you call in because, like, te duele un dedo, So
imagínate que me dolieran otras cosas. My goodness, man. O sea, y a eso voy. O sea, like, tú cuando comunicas eso conmigo, it's not to be vulgar.
No.
It's not to be, like, nasty. It's to be like, look, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable right now. It's not a most pleasant experience in the world.
Yeah.
So we accommodate to each other.
Sí.
What's wrong with that?
And I
What's
mean,
weird about that?
I don't know. People think it's weird. And yo me acuerdo también teniendo una conversación con una, una señora ya más grande que es muy empathetic. Mm-hmm. She's a very caring person.
Yeah, empathetic is right.
Y con ella me puedo como expresar de mis dolencias. Yo sufro de migrañas. So I was telling her, she's like, ¿cómo estás, mija? Y le dije, I know. Y yo sé que ella entiende porque ella también ha pasado por mucho de eso. And I was telling her como tú, porque estábamos recién casados, tú sabías que yo tenía migrañas.
Sí, I know.
Pero tú nunca las habías vivido conmigo. Obi, right?
Very true.
Y ya cuando nos casamos, you were like, oh,
this is bad.
This is what it's like.
Right.
Y me acuerdo que no teníamos cortinas. Okay, and for those of you who know, when you have a migraine, you cannot stand the light.
Right.
Entonces el Jesse agarró unas cobijas, que eran sábanas, no sé
sí,
qué.
Unas sábanas.
And you like thumbtacked the sábana
into
on
the wall.
The window, on top of the window, and covered it. And I remember que tú querías estar ahí acostado next to me, like coddling me.
Yeah, I was like,
and
are you
were
okay?
Yes, y me quería, y yo como, and I was just like, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. You need to get out of the bedroom. Yeah. You need to shut the door. Y no me hagas ruido.
Yeah.
You know?
So I went and I invested in some good earphones and a good tablet.
Y esta señora se quedó tan anonadada because she would tell me that her husband, who no longer is her husband, would tell her that she was faking it and that she needed to get up y hacer los quehaceres.
You see, that's wrong. O sea, ese es el machismo. That's what's wrong with el machismo.
Yeah.
¿Verdad? Y shame on whoever does that to a partner, regardless of who you are, because sometimes it might be a woman doing that to a guy.
Yeah.
Nobody should be able to do that. Mm-hmm. You should be able to trust your partner saying, I don't feel good right now. Y yo te miraba literalmente like tirada, you know?
Yeah.
Like any ray was bad, any sound was bad. So at first, it was like, well, I get headaches, pero no sabía a qué nivel a migraine was until I got my first one, you know? Pero even before that, I was accommodating to you. And I learned.
Well, you try to be understanding.
I learned that, okay, so she really, it's not a personal thing. No me está atacando a mí.
No.
She just feels like crap right now. Okay.
Yes.
So,
I'm just trying not to vomit.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Sí, so it's sad, pero por eso digo que cuando a veces hablo con esas señoras, like, que yo salgo a verlas and you stay home because I'm out preaching or doing something with them, and they're like, ay, el Jesse, ¿cómo está? Bien, está haciendo cena. Oh, like, ¿hace cena? You know? and I'm like, yeah.
I can do no wrong.
Yeah, and they get so like surprised, and like I said, most of them are like, good for you. Like, that is so awesome that your husband does that. And
it's kind of unfair that you don't get treated the same way. Like, si yo le digo a la gente, like, ¿y tu esposa? Oh, haciendo cena. You'll be like, yeah, you don't get that reaction.
No, pero tienes que quitar el popcorn ceiling and see what they say.
That's true. That is absolutely true. But that's the whole point. We don't have those traditional roles, really. No. You know, we're people. We're partners. We're friends. Mm-hmm. You know, nos queremos mucho y nos ayudamos, and that's really how it goes.
Yeah. And can I say this one last thing? I know you're trying to wrap it up.
Before you do, though, like, I mean, obviously, I still feel like when it comes to like the final saying, you put the trust on me. You know what I mean?
Yes. So
like when we come to a decision, and I feel like, look, sabes que, babe, honestly, this is what we're going to do. And I feel like this is what's best for your family, like, or for our family. I heard your opinion, but I decided this. Like, when it comes to big decisions like that.
Yeah, I listen to you.
You listen, you know, and it's not like, and even that is
but
not
you
like
let me express my opinion, and you let me express to you what are my fears or what are my thoughts on a certain thing, so that we can get a full scope of what we're going to do. When it's a huge things, you know, like buying a car, buying a home, moving, like, all these things are like real conversations that we have. Raising kids. Are we going to have kids? You know, we've had these conversations.
So you're telling me that a key to a successful marriage is not si puedes voltear una tortilla o si puedes, you know, like cocinarme o si puedes tú tomar el apellido. You're telling me that all those are not needed for a great marriage? What?
Yeah.
That's
mind
nuts.
blowing.
I know.
Can I low-key tell you that I do feel like because I was raised watching SpongeBob, I always wanted to flip a tortilla with the spatula, which I did a lot, and I thought I was flipping a Krabby Patty.
A Krabby Patty?
Anyways, but
cute.
I was going to tell you que siento como que como mujeres es bien importante valorar ourselves, first of all, and be very like okay and happy and proud that our husbands or our spouses are treating us equal. Because I found myself in el mistake de que sí, yo estaba muy agradecida de que tú hacías muchas cosas en la casa, pero cómo te echaba carrilla porque no podías usar un desarmador.
You know.
And y con los años, I had to be like, that is a double standard. Like, that is not okay.
Yeah.
And not too long ago, talking to a coworker who I'm not going to say her name.
Shout out.
You know, she was like saying como sus in-laws, you know, le estaban diciendo like, tienes que empacarle lonche, you know, a tu esposo. Y ella así como que bien, no ofendida, pero así como que like, that's not what we have at our home, you know, like, obviamente, you know, de vez en cuando lo hace, de vez en cuando no, o viceversa, él le hace lonche, you know, like, they help each other out, they have kids, you know, they have to. But then like in that same day later on, she was talking about como su esposo, like, you know, ciertas cosas así como a handyman, pues no, you know, and I was like, dude, you cannot say que te ofendes o te enojas cuando te dicen que le empaques lunch a tu esposo, but then go turn around and make fun of him because he doesn't do the handiwork.
Yeah, I do agree with that 100%. Like, no estoy diciendo que like, oh, tú como mujer, like, you shouldn't be labeled to do this one responsibility because that's belittling. Like, no, because again, speaking of, for example, ejemplo, tu mamá, there's nothing low or easy of what your mom did.
No.
Tu mom, like, con todo su amor, con todo su esfuerzo, pero she did her role in the relationship to make sure que ustedes como familia salgan adelante, ¿verdad? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing like bad or demeaning de que una mujer, even in this day, decida hacer eso.
No,
you know?
If
a woman wants to, like, you
amazing.
know, yeah, absolutely.
And if they can.
Absolutely. Pero si no quiere hacer eso and she wants to work and she wants to, like, you know, help out in that sense, then great. There should be a shared responsibility.
Sí.
No estamos diciendo tampoco como que, like, no limpien, no cocinen, because ni al caso. That's not the point, you know? Mm-hmm. And I do agree with that. It is a double standard de que, like, well, if you're not expected, yo no espero de ti que esté la comida lista because you do work, you know, less than I do. Yo no espero de ti que la comida esté lista, que me tengas todo preparado, que me hagas lunch y que me hagas el otro. Mm-hmm. Then yeah, it is fair that you don't expect me to fully understand the scopes of, you know, handyman stuff. I don't even know what to call it. That's how bad I am.
Yeah.
Know? Pero we are learning. Even that we are learning. We discussed this in our previous episodes that que, you know, at least I know the difference between the flathead, you know.
You're getting better. You're getting better.
I'm getting a little bit better.
You put up a shelf, you know.
I can
you mounted the TV.
I can find a stud. I use a stud finder. And of course, first thing I do when I use a stud finder is I click it on myself and I say beep, you know, because I'm such a stud.
Yes.
We are getting better. Juntos.
Mm-hmm.
Juntos. And that's the key. Oh, that's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
O sea, así que, doñas, déjenos en paz, ¿ok? Si mi esposa no me quiere...
Cálmate.
That's what our relationship should be. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Guys, let us know. You know, especialmente ustedes. Like, you know, most of our listeners are women. ¿Sabías?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of comments on our post.
Yeah, they did.
That it was very, I guess, identified with.
They related to it. It's very relatable. Absolutely. You know, they live with those type of standards también ellas. Así que, you know, shout out to the ladies that are listening to us. Muchas gracias for tuning in. Let us know. Like, you know, if you guys relate to this, like, si ustedes también están siendo criticadas por doñitas, ¿verdad? We feel you. Not me personally.
I feel you.
Do you?
I do. You're not alone. And we're more women I feel are of this generation are now pushing forward and talking about it is great porque así like no nos sentimos tan raras y como que like question ourselves if we're good wives or not. We are good wives. We're just not fitting into those boxes anymore because we are a mix of cultures and generation does have to do a lot with it.
Me imagino que todas esas cosas tenían que ser así, like tenías que saber cocinar because la cultura mexicana cuando vivían en pueblos más pequeños, there wasn't the option of eating out. Mm-hmm. You know, me imagino que tenían que quedarse en casa y tener hijos because tener la prole and the people that are the heirs to your land, it was an important thing. Mm-hmm. I don't have land. You know, I don't have like a need to only cook. We cook because we like to, but not because it's necessarily a need. Así que times are changing. Las cosas ya no son iguales. It's time to not be criticizing others because we're not living 100% to a lifestyle de como era antes. Mm-hmm. At least that's what I think. That's my manly explanation about how women, acá no. Yeah.
Let women be women.
Whatever women they want to be.
Yeah.
Y como siempre, guys, thank you for listening to
The 50-50.
And that is a wrap for this week's episode. Man, we got fired up there a little bit.
Little bit.
I think I got more passionate than you did, though.
I know.
Me entra la pasión en cuanto a este tema.
De las mujeres.
De las mujeres. I don't know why, man. I get riled up. I feel like marching. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Alright, guys, como siempre, if you guys enjoy our content, check out our blog. It's in our website. That is the5050.com. That's the5050.com. Also, check out our social media page. Instagram is where we are most active. That is the5050. You can leave a comment on the post that we put, talking about the episodes that we are posting on the spot. And you can also check out our link tree in our Instagram bio, where we have direct links to merch that we have available. You know, feel free to go ahead and support us by grabbing some cool t-shirts, cool hoodies, or if you just want to donate, there's a donate option there as well.
Yes, guys, thank you for all the support. And I would like to hear from different women or people who are in relationships. How do you guys feel about this topic? And if you guys have any funny experiences or serious experiences that you would like to share so that we can all join a conversation about this Mexican-American generational women.
And again, you can leave these comments directly on the post that we are promoting the podcast episode, or you can do it by leaving us, getting in contact with us directly from our website. So again, guys, thank you all for listening to
The 50-50.